Before you click away, let me ask you something important. If Filipino nurses suddenly stopped working tomorrow, how many hospitals around the world would collapse within days? Think about it. Emergency rooms would slow down. ICUs would struggle. Elderly homes would panic. Yet millions of people still don't truly understand who Filipino nurses are, what they sacrifice, and the silent pain they carry while saving lives across the globe. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you may never look at healthcare the same way again. Every day, somewhere in the world, a Filipino nurse is holding a patient's hand during their final breath. Somewhere else, a Filipino nurse is working a double shift, running on 2 hours of sleep, smiling behind exhaustion. From the United States to the UK, from the Middle East to Europe, Filipino nurses are everywhere. They are trusted. They are respected for their skills. They are known for their compassion. But behind the calm smile and gentle voice is a story many people never hear. The Philippines has become one of the biggest suppliers of nurses in the world. Hospitals actively recruit from there. Governments depend on them. Patients feel safer when they hear a familiar Filipino accent at their bedside. But why is this happening? Why does one country send so many nurses abroad? For many Filipino nurses, the journey begins with a dream and a sacrifice. Nursing school in the Philippines is not easy. Families sell land, borrow money, or work extra jobs just to pay tuition. Parents believe nursing is a ticket to a better life, not just for their child, but for the entire family. From the very start, pressure is heavy. Failure is not an option. After graduation, the struggle doesn't end. Many newly qualified nurses earn very low wages at home. Some even work as volunteers in hospitals just to gain experience, without pay. Imagine saving lives all day and still worrying about how to afford food or transportation. This reality pushes many to look overseas, not because they want luxury, but because they want survival. When Filipino nurses finally get a job abroad, people think they have made it. But that is only the beginning of another kind of struggle. They leave behind parents, siblings, spouses, and children. Birthdays are missed. Funerals are watched through phone screens. Children grow up hearing their mother's voice through video calls instead of bedtime stories in person. The emotional cost is enormous, but it is rarely talked about. In hospitals abroad, Filipino nurses are often assigned the hardest shifts. Night duty. Holiday shifts. High patient loads. Many accept it quietly because they are grateful for the opportunity and afraid of losing their jobs. They carry not just their own stress, but also the emotional weight of patients who are scared, lonely, or dying. Compassion becomes both their strength and their burden. During global health crises, like pandemics, the world suddenly notices them. Headlines praise healthcare heroes. Applause fills social media. But when the crisis fades, many Filipino nurses are left with trauma, burnout, and little support. Some develop anxiety. Some struggle with depression. Yet they keep going, because families back home depend on the money they send every month. Let me pause here and ask you something. If you had to choose between staying close to your loved ones or leaving them behind to give them a better future, what would you do? There is no easy answer. Drop your thoughts in the comments section, because this question deserves honest reflection. Filipino nurses also face discrimination. In some countries, they are paid less than their local counterparts. Accents are mocked. Qualifications are questioned, even though they are highly trained. Some patients refuse their care, not knowing that the very nurse they reject might be the most experienced person in the room. These moments hurt deeply, but again, many endure in silence. Despite everything, they continue to show kindness. Patients often say Filipino nurses feel like family. They remember names. They listen. They pray with patience when allowed. They go the extra mile, not because they are told to, but because caring is part of their culture. This emotional labor is powerful, but it is also draining. Now, if this story is opening your eyes even a little, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Your support helps bring these hidden stories to light and allows more people to understand what truly goes on behind hospital walls. Another struggle many don't see is identity loss. After years abroad, some Filipino nurses feel they no longer fully belong anywhere. They are strangers in the country they serve, yet feel disconnected from home. When they visit the Philippines, they are seen as the one from abroad. When they are overseas, they are the foreign nurse. Living between worlds can be lonely. And yet, remittances from Filipino nurses help keep the Philippine economy afloat. Their money pays school fees, hospital bills, and daily expenses for millions of families. In many ways, they are unsung economic heroes, carrying not just patients, but entire households on their shoulders. So here is another question for you. Why do you think societies celebrate doctors loudly, but often overlook nurses, especially migrant nurses? Is it ignorance, class bias, or something deeper? Leave your answer in the comments section. Different perspectives matter here. Some Filipino nurses dream of returning home for good. Others know they may never be able to, because the pay difference is too large. Many feel trapped between love for their country and responsibility to their families. This is not a choice made lightly. It is a quiet sacrifice repeated millions of times. The truth is simple but uncomfortable. The global healthcare system relies heavily on Filipino nurses, yet rarely gives them the recognition, protection, and emotional support they deserve. They are praised as heroes, but treated as replaceable workers. They are called angels, yet expected to endure inhuman workloads. If you've ever been cared for by a Filipino nurse, think back. The calm voice. The patience. The gentle reassurance. Now imagine the weight that person carries when they go home after their shift. As we come close to the end, I want you to think about this final question. If the world truly values Filipino nurses, what should change? Better pay? Fair treatment? Mental health support? Immigration respect? Write your answer in the comments section. Your voice matters more than you think. If this video made you see Filipino nurses in a new light, please like, subscribe, and share it for more eye-opening stories like this. Awareness is the first step toward change, and change starts with conversations like this one.